I've been meaning to go ahead and do this one for a long time, but I wanted to make sure I get everything right. And like one thing about like a lot of my subs probably wonder like you will probably know, or then again you don't know who subbed to my channel or whatever, and I wholeheartedly appreciate that. But just to let you know, just here to let you know, just give you a little insight when it come to me. Like for one, I don't consider myself none of the brands, Negro, colored, black, or African American or whatever, Ethiopian, whatever. You know, you know what I'm saying. My nationality happened to be Moorish American, being a Cherokee descent. Moorish American national, being a Cherokee descent. You know, and the same thing to a lot of my subs who happen to be quote unquote black. You got to understand too that y'all Moors too. You will, because not all of us came over here on the slave ships or anything like that. As shoot Waka Flocka often said plenty of times, and we done said it several times. So what you're seeing here is a picture of basically this is my fez right here, which is the headdress of the Moors. You know, and it does in representation and respect to the Moabites, the sisters, and so on and so forth. This is where the graduation cap comes from. As you can see, the same thing with some of these so-called, unconscious. I ain't gonna say unconscious. Some of the some of the Moors who still sleep and they still want to get out here. You want to rep the RBG, Pan Africanness or whatever like that. And that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then at the same time, they come back and want to throw shade on us. You know, call us bucketheads, but like this. But me personally, I wear mine like every other Moors. I wear my fez proudly. I wear mine proudly. Sure. In case you haven't figured out, because see, princes, kings, they wear fezzes. You go anywhere in the world, they wear fezzes. You know, now there's a lot of history behind this with the fez, because see, like back in Morocco, back during those times, you had Muslim Moors who practiced and the religion of Islam, and then you had Christian Moors. And why you seeing in this color in red is because like when Muslim Moors went against the Christian Moors, excuse me, uh, yeah, I ain't had no water. Hold on one second. Okay, that's better. They defeated them, and they go ahead and dip their white fez. Yeah, the fez was originally white, and dipped it in the blood, and it came red. But see, like nowadays, you see some brothers, sisters, they'll wear the red ones, or they'll wear a black one, or maybe some other color like green or whatever. But back to why I say this is where the graduation cap come from. Look at the tassels. Look at the tassel. See, my tassel on mine's it hangs. It's not pinned to the side like you would you see like that of Masons. It swings 360 degrees, and each of those tassels, each string represents a degree, because the fez represents of assaulted knowledge, which is one of the reasons why I study a lot, you know, so on and so forth. But here's the thing about like with the history of Moors, because like we are the original people, we are the first people, we always been the first people. Because when I say not every person comes on the slave, not every black person came on the slave ship, and we was always indigenous right here in North America. I mean that, you know. See, don't let see the European used all these tricks in the books to try to go ahead to have you fooling thinking that all us came over here during slavery. No, because see the word slave comes from Slavic, which is in Eastern Europe. Because let me show you the definition of American. Let me just get something right here. I'm gonna get it out there. Just give me 1 minute. I'm gonna get it to you. Okay. Now, when it come down to American, now this is out of 1828 Webster's Dictionary. You can get the app if you got the Play Store. If you got Android, if you got Apple, you get an iOS store. Um, the App Store there. If you got iOS, you get out the App Store as well. Or you can basically go to Amazon. You could buy, or Amazon or eBay and buy the book. But I just happened to look in there, and I figured that they had, let the spirit guide me and say like it had the app here, and it's the real app. This is written by Noah Webster. 1828, taking it back. Now see, look at the definition. What American means. Two definitions. One pertaining to America, but America as as an adjective, but America as a noun, that's what you want to focus on. Native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races. Keyword, copper-colored races, found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendant of Europeans born in America. The name America must always exalt the pride of patriotism, according to them. See, originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races. They're talking about us. No, they're not talking about. No, we're not Indians. So y'all get that out your head too, because Indian is a code word. You're gonna call somebody Indian. Indian refers to the peoples that live in the region of Southeast Asia, which has been called India now. Like all you wrestling aficionados and stuff, shoot, look at Jinder Mahal. You know what I'm saying? He's Indian. And yeah, he does reside like in North America, particularly in the corporation known as Canada, or I call Caananland. Because Canada is a corporation just like the United States is a corporation. It's not a country. But here's the point though. See, Europeans were never the first here. So like you got all these so-called white people or crackers that calling themselves American this, American that. They weren't even born here. Okay? Plain and simple. Their descendants weren't even born here. But what they did, again, they used the words trick you, because they want to get out there and call themselves white, which isn't even a race, it's a status. Just like black isn't even a race or nationality. Because like originally when it comes down to white, status-wise, that's in reference to us. But I'm just to make it brief. I'm gonna just make it brief and simple, so like a lot of people can understand. Because I've been wanting to bring this out. That a lot of the stuff what's happened to us as a people, we did that to ourselves. Moors, yeah, we did a lot of that to ourselves. We failed because we didn't honor the creed and principle of our mother and father, our ancestors. We wanted to go ahead and chase after the pale-skinned nations of Europe we didn't know nothing about, instead of going and sticking to our roots. So when I hear a lot of these RBG, Garveyite, Hebrew, some of these Hebrew Israelites, some of these Black Power dudes getting out here talking about saying we need to get the hell up out of here, we need to go ahead and go back to Africa and all this other stuff like that. For what? Why we want to leave someplace with the ones we built? We the original people here. We the first people here. We always been the original people here. Because did you or did you not know, if you really do your research, that the entire planet at one time was called Asia? And the continent that you say that North America was part of that. All you got to do, man, is you get an atlas, get a paper, a piece, postal world map, and you could put all that together, man. It'll fit together like a jigsaw puzzle. Hell, the so-called the territory, the corporation of the United States, the entire United States can fit right inside of Northwest Africa, where it originally come from. So when you look at here in the so-called United States, shoot, that's a part of North Africa, the entire North America continent, Canada, Mexico, all of America, all that's part of Africa, boss. But I'm gonna leave the link in the description where you can get this app for this dictionary, as well as you can get the link to go to Amazon. They got it there. I think they got it there for like $40 if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna show you one more thing because I'm just making this real short. Just to get you thinking for a second. And see, when it comes down to copper color races, okay, if you don't believe me, get something that's copper colored. Like your keys, for instance, or better yet, get a penny. Put it up against your skin. Okay? But yet, though, a lot of us still want to get out here and classify ourselves as being black or African American, which ain't even race or nationality. Because I said it plenty, well before in my video, a year ago and a few months ago, that when President Obama, I still like using it, he wrote the term Negro up out of existence because they say it doesn't have no place here. Same is wrong with Oriental. Now, February just passed, Hobgoblin 45, otherwise known as Donald Trump, during Black History Month, he officially changed it from Black History Month to National African American History Month. The thing in my point is, he giving you a window. He's giving you a window. I knew exactly what Trump was doing. Yeah, he's a fool. Yeah, he's a clown. Yeah, he's an entertainer. But he's also a Gemini too, so you don't know which way he's coming from. But the one thing about with that, he does have some type of intellect, so he knows exactly what the hell he's doing. And that's one of the things that he did do. So the thing is, you got to know about your nationality. You got to know about your birthright. I always tell a lot of people, man, look, proclaim your nationality, proclaim your birthrights. Now, there's plenty of other brothers out here, plenty of other brothers, Moors out there that got videos out there. My recommendation, sub to the Caananland Moors or Moorish American 720. Or to my other brother, Rami Salam Il. I'm saying like that. They're going to give you the real for real. You know what I'm saying? Well, shoot, you can even come to me because I'm going to do a lot more videos or commentary on that. And yeah, I might be even doing a lot of this on the podcast too. Yeah, bringing that back. You're damn right. So that's in the works right there coming through. But I'm going to show you one more thing. Let me just get rid of this. I'm going to come right back. Alright, sorry about that. Now, this is what I want y'all to see. Now, when it come down to why I say like this, because when it come down to the Moors or Moorish name, Moorish Americans, I'm going to just read this to you. Just do it like that. Here are the 5 Kushite, Cometian, Moorish names that ties Indian, Indo, India, Indios, Indus, or so-called blacks to the sovereignty of America. Because see, like Moors, you got like 5 tribes. You got El and Bey, which is the normal ones, the usual. Most common ones. I'm sorry. El, Bey, Day, Al, and Ali. Those 5 names belong to the 5 civilized tribes. These tribes are Eel, Cherokee, and Bay. Eel is Cherokee, Bay is Choctaw, Day Seminole, Al is Creek, and Ali is Chickasaw. Now, the name Eel, it means God, spiritual guide. Force or power. Bay means Lord, ruler or landlord, Lord of the land. Day, D-E-Y, meaning knowledgeable. Al means the same as Eel, but Al, goddess, which is feminine compared to masculine. And then you got Ali, means the exalted or most high. Now, these 5 civilized tribes came together to form a union called the Iroquois Confederation. This confederation formed the Articles of Confederation, and that formed the American government. Yes, Moors, we put the government, what you see now, and what you don't see now, this is de facto government, but we put a government de jure at that time. Article of Confederation later became what we now known as the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Articles of Association. Those documents are called the 4 Constitutions. So the Iroquois, a lot of us we the creators of the Constitution, because the Constitution was created 35 Moors, 20 Europeans. And as you can see, there's the headdresses right there. You see the fez, Eel, Cosmos, lawgiver, they represented the legislative branch. And then, see, it's a lot of relations. And Bay, you see what y'all seen in cowboy movies and all this other stuff. They had y'all referred to as Indians or whatever, Native American, which is basically, that's us too. They, governors of the land, enforce the law of Elohim. That's the executive branch. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you ain't got to believe me, but here's a book I recommend you go get. You get African Presence in Early Asia. Get that one too. African Presence in Early Asia, but get this one, African Presence in Early America. I'm gonna leave the list in the description for y'all to get. You can go to Amazon and get these books. Right there. The other one I wanted to show you, and see, that's the thing about that. Like, let me tell you, like, it just goes to show you that we are global people, but not just here in America, but who was here first? We was here, always here. Now, you're looking at 3 flags. Okay, well, 2 really. The top one you probably never seen before, but I know the middle one you do recognize. That's our sovereign flag. But this is like one of the real American flags they don't talk about. This is the Continental flag, which they call the Bunker Hill flag. In 1774, the Battle of Bunker Hill, that was us up there fighting. Okay? This happens to be flag being I'm going to explain more to it on a separate video, to be honest. Or you can go to my Instagram page as I put that up there. Red flag with a white banton and an evergreen cedar tree. That happens to be our national flag. Now, our sovereign flag, which happens to be Morocco, Al Moroc's, which is us, Al Moroc's, North America. Red flag, 5-pointed green star. Green representing Islam, ourself, law, and master, and also in peace. Sorry. Now, the so-called U.S. flag, which is not really a flag, as I said it plenty of times. This is the Star-Spangled Banner, which ain't nothing more than just a flag of amity and commerce. Okay? This is what the so-called patriots are making a big deal about when it comes down to the NFL players who were taking a knee, which was started by our brother Colin Kaepernick last year. But Colin Kaepernick, as he told y'all, it's not about the flag. It was never about the flag. It's about that song, the national anthem. You got all these patriots, most of them these old pork-eating ass peckerwoods, talking about, oh, you need to you disrespecting the flag. You disrespect da 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 da. But how can they be disrespecting the flag? Well, you go to court. Well, like what Torian Rain said when he did the video on it. You go to Cornell Law Library and you got the U.S. flag, so-called U.S. flag codes there. And one of those codes I remember reading about is that the U.S. flag is this isn't the Star Spangled Banner is not supposed to be worn as apparel or anything like that. Wearing it like that is a sign of disrespect. Well, lo and behold, let me get y'all something real. Let me just bring this up real quick. Okay, so what the hell is that? And trust me, my eyes are hurting too, ladies. Trust me, my eyes are hurting. They disrespect the flag every day. But yet, though, they supposed to be so, quote unquote, patriotic. I tell you. But nonetheless, though, it's our time now. You got the return of the Moors coming back. And a lot of y'all still out here, you're playing games, you're playing with people, you know, Frank Gehry, the rest of you House of Consciousness niggas, playing games and stuff. This ain't no game. This ain't no game no more. Playtime is over. And yeah, before anybody even said anything, I know somebody gonna go ahead and try to bring up that black identity extremist dossier that I did and stuff like that. Yeah, and I addressed that too. I'm gonna address that in another part. I was supposed to be do a second part, but but that's coming up. Because one thing I'm gonna tell you like this: the Alphabet Boys, they know who the true Moors are. They know who the Moors are. Trust me. They try to lump a lot of these lump us in there. Notice they ain't say too much about that. Moors, sovereign, and all that. We never use that. But I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna leave y'all with this pic here of the brother here. Because as it's stated, I'm saying like that. And one more thing too. Also do research. Look up Noble Drew Ali. That's the man now who did the one thing better than any of these so-called dudes would never do. He back in the 1913 when he came and he challenged then President Woodrow Wilson, he went in there, challenged them, and he reclaimed our birthrights. He reclaimed our nationality. Because see, nationality is the order of the day. Everybody has a nationality. When you see that so-called white man or that cracker or saying like that, he not gonna say he's white. No, of course not. He gonna tell you that he's Finn, he's Dutch, he's British, he's Italian, French, German, Russian, Slavic, Serbian, Yugoslavian, Russian, that sort of shit like that. Belgian, Bulgarian, that sort of thing. Because see, when it comes down to so-called white people who claim themselves to be European, shoot, even Europe don't even want them. Which was known as Europa back then. Because right now you go over there in German in museums in Germany and stuff, they know who the Moors are, Trust me, they know what's up. That's why you got these idiots like the alt-lice idiots, Richard Spencer and the rest of these clowns out here doing all this. And didn't like last week he got shut down by a British brother, Gary Young, I think it was, that put his ass in check. You know, and see, notice that Gary Young said that he was British. He didn't say he was black. Nationality is the order of the day. Even dogs have a nationality. Even wild or domesticated animals have a nationality. Case in point, Irish wolfhound, Afghan hound, English bulldog, Chinese Shar-Pei, German Shepherd, American Pit Bull Terrier, or American Bulldog, whichever one you want to call it, French Poodle, Rhodesian Ridgeback, okay? Canadian Lynx, Siberian Tiger, Japanese Hornet, Chinese Water Dragon. You know, that's the green lizard they sell in reptile stores to keep as pets. Sort of look like an iguana. Okay. I can continue and going on, but they have a nationality. Shoot, I'm saying like that. There ain't no such thing as no black nation. Ain't no such thing as no Negro nation, no colored nation whatsoever. If there is a country or a continent named after black, please let me know. Because like I said, I don't know everything. I'm still studying just like everybody else. As Noble Drew Ali say, study, study, study. Study yourselves. And when you study yourself some more. But my point is like this. As much as we can get it here, we can talk about white supremacy and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm still gonna be at your heads on top of that, period. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like, yeah, I know some brothers that, you know, why we had like the US flag when it's associated with us or whatever. Let me just go back there real quick. But like I said, let me just go in that for a second. The red represented us, and the white represents purity. Now the blue bantam that you see there with the 50 stars in there represents the corporations that became what you now know as the United States. The corporations which y'all call states, but we call them territories. But in order to do that, you got to be in your proper square. You got to be in your proper status. People laughed at Wesley, you know, and like I said, I tip my fez and I tip my cap to a lot of the brothers and sisters who at least attempting to do that, because seeing this, when you get into this, man, you can't be scared, you can't have no fear. I'm saying like that because this is life. You know, when you're dealing with Moorish science, dude, this ain't something that you gonna be. This ain't no weekend warrior type junk. You know, you work your 9 to 5 in the weekend. You be like some of these crackers that want to be out here, be all tactical up and all this other stuff, become weekend warriors. No, man. This is real. This is 24/7. Okay. Y'all can get out there and listen to, you know, snitch nigga, and the rest of them other HOK idiots and stuff, you know, them and Dr. Regina Marbury and all them, you know, with their foolishness, because as far as I'm concerned, they agents anyway. Only ones I really vibe with the pills. I vibe with them. But anyway though, shout out to all the Moors who study the Kabbalah. Shout out to the Moors who study Arabic Islam. Shout out to the Moors that do the Judaism. And, and shout out to a lot of them, man. Shout out to a lot of them. But I'm gonna leave the links in the description for the books, or you can go ahead and research it yourself. You ain't got to believe me. I'd suggest you go and research it yourself. Research it yourself. If you find any irregularities, you can come back and holler at me. Because like I say, the key thing, nationality is the order of the day. It's time to stop playing games. It's time to be exalted back up to the throne. Because see, like I say, we waking up every day. You know what I'm saying? Look at Nick Cannon. Okay? Look at Waka Flocka. Well, he said what he said. Jay Electronica. Nas, he even mentioned Noble Drew Ali in one of his songs. And let me take it back. Tupac even said it too. But I know a lot of y'all don't probably hear me though. It's all good. That's cool. Some of them still want to go ahead. They want to be niggers and stuff. Okay, go right on ahead. That's fine. That's cool too. But when it comes down to that, and then you dealing with one of these highwaymen, aka so-called police officers, policy enforcers, because like they're not there to protect and serve. Police derive from the word policy. They're there to enforce policy, protect corporations and stuff. They're not there to protect you. And when it comes to reference to black people, because black is not a nationality, black according to science means deaf. But I'm gonna say that for another video. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Share, subscribe, click the notification bell so when I upload new videos, you get them. And you can also, if you would like to donate to my PayPal account, your donations will be greatly appreciated as I continue to go ahead and bring you more content. And this is going to be something that we're going to take it to another level. And the time is right now. The time for games is up. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, to everybody, love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. No more talk. I'm done.